I know you're tired of waiting. It's not just your heart that's getting worn out, it's your faith. It's that quiet little voice that starts whispering, "Did God forget about me? Is my turn ever gonna come?" If you've ever asked yourself that, I need you to stick with me until the end of this video. Because today, God has a direct word for you about this exhaustion and about what's really happening behind the scenes while you're waiting for your soulmate. In just a bit, I'm going to show you why God's silence in your love life isn't abandonment. It's actually a surgical act of love. But first, I need you to understand something that almost nobody is talking about. There's a season in the Bible that changed the destiny of an entire nation, and it started in complete silence. Joseph. You know the story. A man holding a prophetic dream in his hands, thrown into a pit by his own brothers, sold as a slave, thrown in prison for something he didn't do. Years and years of divine silence. No confirmation, no sign, no answer. But what was really happening in that silence? God was working behind the scenes. Every closed door was a hallway leading straight to the throne. Every pain was building a new level of authority in him. Every tear he cried in that prison was fertilizer for the biggest comeback of his life. And when the time finally came, and it did come, Joseph wasn't just ready to receive the promise. He was ready to carry everything God was about to put in his hands. Isaiah 40:31 says, "But those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." Notice something in that verse. It doesn't say God will remove the waiting. It says He will renew your strength while you're still in the waiting. Because the waiting has a purpose that goes way beyond you. It's shaping the woman who will be able to receive and honor the soulmate God has already set apart for you. God's silence right now isn't a sign that He forgot about you. It's a sign that He's working on something way too big to rush. God's silence has a name, and that name is prophetic preparation. You're not being ignored, you're being built. If this word is calming your soul right now, hit subscribe so you don't miss what God has prepared for you this week. Turn on the bell notifications. You don't want to miss the next video. Drop it in the comments. Have you ever felt like God was silent in your life? How was that season for you? I promised I'd show you why this silence isn't abandonment. And now I'm going to tell you something that's going to completely change the way you see this waiting season. There's a woman in the Bible who waited longer than any of us can even imagine. Her name is Hannah. Hannah was barren, humiliated, and misunderstood, even by her own husband who loved her. Year after year, she went up to the temple. Year after year, her womb stayed closed. The Bible says she cried and wouldn't eat. She was at the end of her rope, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. But there's one detail most people miss. Hannah never stopped showing up before God. She never abandoned the altar. And it was exactly in the moment when she poured everything out, no words, just the movement of her lips and the cry of her soul, that the priest Eli said, "Go in peace. The God of Israel has granted what you asked for." Hannah's turnaround didn't happen when she stopped suffering. It happened when she turned her suffering into radical prayer. And here's the word for you right now. Your wait for your soulmate isn't proof that the promise is dead. It's proof that the promise is still alive, because you only wait for something that's still coming. No matter how old you are or how many years you've spent alone with God, it's never too late for a prophetic promise to be fulfilled. Hannah had waited for decades, and when Samuel was born, he became one of the greatest prophets in the history of Israel. What was born late carried eternal weight. Your confirmation is on the way, and it's going to carry a weight that only the waiting could produce. A long wait isn't a punishment. It's the sign that what God is preparing for you is too big to arrive early. If God is speaking to you right now, there's a 10-day guided prayer program created especially for women just like you. Each audio is designed to prepare your heart to receive what God has already set apart for you. The link is in the first pinned comment, and it comes with a free bonus. Tell me in the comments, what's the biggest lesson this waiting season has taught you about yourself? And now we've reached the most important part of this video, Because it's not enough to understand the purpose of waiting. You need to know how to renew your strength while you're still in it. And God gave me 3 keys to share with you today. Key number 1. Trade the question, why, for the declaration, I trust you. When you get stuck asking, why hasn't it happened yet? You hand over your peace to an answer God doesn't owe you right now. But when you declare, I trust you, even when you don't understand, even with a broken heart, you break the cycle of exhaustion and step into a dimension of supernatural rest. This isn't being naive. This is the kind of faith that moves mountains. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. Key number 2. Stop just waiting for your soulmate and start living the promise. There's a huge difference between waiting and freezing your life. God didn't call you to put everything on pause until your husband shows up. He called you to flourish right now, in your singleness, in prayer, in purpose, and in service. Because the man God sent will meet isn't the one sitting by the window waiting. She's the one walking in her purpose, eyes fixed on the Lord, heart full of life. When you choose to live fully now, you're not giving up on the promise. You're becoming the woman who's ready to receive it. Key number 3. Renew your prophetic vocabulary. The words you speak over your season matter. If you wake up every day saying, I'm still alone, nothing's changing, my time never comes, you're planting exactly what you don't want to harvest. The Bible says death and life are in the power of the tongue. So right now, in this moment, I want to invite you to make this declaration. I believe God is working in my story. I believe my soulmate exists and is being prepared. I believe my confirmation is on the way. And while I wait, I will flourish. That's how you renew your strength in real life. It's not pretending it doesn't hurt. It's choosing to believe even while it hurts. You just planted a prophetic seed with that declaration. Hold on to this moment. You're going to remember it when the promise arrives. Type, I believe, in the comments if you just made that declaration. I want to see your faith right here. Before I wrap this up, the 10-day prayer program is still available. The link is in the first pinned comment. A lot of women say it was the turning point in their waiting season. Don't put it off. You made it all the way to the end of this video because this word was meant for you. And if your heart feels a little lighter today, if something inside you was touched, that wasn't a coincidence. God brought you to this video because He's been taking care of you, even when the silence seemed to say otherwise. But I need to warn you about one thing. In the next video, I'm going to reveal something God showed me that almost nobody is talking about. Something that might be quietly blocking your blessing without you even realizing it. It's not what you're thinking. And once I share it, a lot of things in your story are going to start making sense. Hit the bell notification right now so you don't miss it. And before you go ahead and watch the videos popping up on your screen right now. I picked them out especially for you.